A sea of despair protests erupt across America. The streets of Washington, D.C. are flooded with people, faces twisted in anger and despair, signs held high demanding justice. Federal workers stripped of their livelihoods by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. The air crackles with their outrage. Stories of shattered dreams, families pushed to the brink. A single mother clutches a picture of her children. A young couple, their future uncertain, stand arm in arm. The protests are not limited to the capital. From New York City to California, a wave of anger sweeps the nation. Americans, united in their outrage, rise up against the heartless machine of government. Echoes of crises past, a historical perspective on job losses. The scale of these layoffs is unprecedented. Never before have so many federal workers been cast aside. We remember the breadlines of the Great Depression, the shuttered factories of the Rust Belt, the pain of job loss, the erosion of hope, the slow death of dreams. This crisis is born of cold, calculated efficiency. The ghost of Lehman Brothers haunts these layoffs. Some argue these job losses are necessary for a leaner government, but at what cost? How many lives must be shattered in the name of progress? The axe falls, federal agencies reeling from layoffs. No corner of the federal government has been spared. From the Department of Defense to the National Institutes of Health, the cuts have been brutal. The Department of Education has been gutted. Thousands of teachers and support staff laid off. The Environmental Protection Agency, tasked with safeguarding our air and water, has been decimated. The Department of Housing and Urban Development, a lifeline for low-income families, has been stripped bare. These are not just numbers on a spreadsheet, real people, with families to feed, mortgages to pay, dreams to pursue, left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. Economic fallout from personal hardship to national impact. The economic fallout from these mass layoffs is already being felt. In Washington, D.C., businesses are struggling, their customer base decimated. Restaurants stand half empty, shops shuttered, the streets eerily quiet. The ripple effects are spreading to Maryland and Virginia. The housing market is showing signs of strain, with foreclosures on the rise. The unemployment lines are growing longer. On a national level, the impact is less pronounced, but no less real. Consumer spending is likely to slow as families tighten their belts. The economic landscape of America has been irrevocably altered. Will we learn from the past, or are we doomed to repeat it? As the dust begins to settle, the nation looks towards recovery. Communities come together, offering support and hope. Local businesses start initiatives to help those affected. The government, under pressure, begins to roll out relief measures. The resilience of the American spirit shines through. Despite the hardships, there is a glimmer of hope. The road to recovery is long, but the journey has begun. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updated breaking news.